my dirty juice. Drop that ice and my fucking Sprite. That's my dirty Sprite. I'm dirty swipe. Take them rubber bands, wipe them dirty bands, dirty plans. Got no dirty white.
Let me start off by saying I am broke as fuck. Say nah. So here we have it. This is a video that was long overdue. A lot of people have been asking me and requesting me to do one of these, and I know I've been wanting to do one of these for a while. I just haven't really had the time, and I really don't have the cars together because they're all scattered all over the place and so forth. So I'm gonna start off with obviously the Q50 because we're gonna just go down the line, just go one by one. So this is a 2019 Infiniti Q50. This is the Hagani blue from Nissan's paint code. So the backstory of this car, I actually drove 10 hours to go to get this car specifically. When I got this car, I was living in Virginia Beach at the time. I seen this car in Charlotte, North Carolina, and from the distance from where I had to drive, it was about 10 hours with traffic. So it was like maybe 400, 500 miles. So I actually was looking on the marketplace for a long time for this one. I wanted specifically this color. I wanted it rear-wheel drive. I wanted it twin turboed, and I wanted the black interior. And with the whole East Coast, I couldn't really find anything except this one at the time. So I actually got this vehicle in 2020. And when I seen it at the time, before inflation really hit, I got it for a specific deal that I was only going to pay. I got a full bumper warranty, coverage for everything. I think I actually have my warranty until 2027, unlimited mileage, everything. I actually paid like maybe $4,000 or $4,500 for the extended warranty, because through Infiniti they have a program called Infiniti Elite. And at the time, when you buy a certified pre-owned vehicle, they give you that opportunity to have it one time, only when you buy the car. You can't back out the deal. So I think I paid like $4,500 to have bumper to bumper everything. So with this car, I've had literally no problems with this car. I think the mileage on the dash right now is 67,000, and I got it at 32. So within the last 2 to 3 years, I've only put maybe 30,000 on it, which is, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the best. I was daily driving it for a long time. I was going through a lot of complications at the time and so forth, and this was the only vehicle that I had at the time. Now, I'm gonna do another video on how much I really have into all my cars, because later down this video, I'm actually gonna show you these are not my only cars. I actually have 5. I have 2 more on the hill right now. I'm going to show you later down the video. But currently, as far as running, everything wise, as far as the collection, I have these 3 currently. Now, with this vehicle, I got it bone stock. There was nothing done to it. Currently, I have the Red Sport front bumper conversion. I have the illuminated grille, sequential lights, carbon fiber mirrors, sequential lights on that. Obviously, I had to run the iconic Nismos because you just literally can't go wrong on Nismos. Carbon fiber side skirts, carbon fiber diffuser in the back, carbon fiber wing. Obviously, I have the carbon fiber interior pieces as well. Like, I had to get the black one. There's no doubt about any tan. I mean, the only bad part I really don't like about it is I had to change this color. It's just tan. But as far as the seat goes, as far as the dash goes, I had to get the black one. Now, if you don't know really much about the Q50, there's so many models that they make as far as packages wise. You have like Sport, you have Base, you have Sport Plus, you have Red Sport. They have hybrid versions that a lot of people don't even know about. They actually have diesel versions, but they only make that, I think, in Australia. There's so many versions of the Q50 that people really don't know about until you really do the research. Now, this one I got specifically for the twin turbo 3.0. A lot of people complain about, oh, the turbos are bad, this and that. When people throw, 20 to 30 pounds of boost on OEM turbos, on this and that, you're going to run into problems. Like, this car was not made for specifically 700, 800 without complications. You're going to run into those problems. Now, for me, I've only done exterior mods and only done like basic things, because obviously with the warranty, I don't want to void that since I have this for so many years. And the only thing I think I've only replaced on this car so far is the passenger side turbo. And when I did that, the car wasn't even failing. The turbo wasn't even failing. If you know about the wastegates on these turbos, within the first cold start, within like 3 or 4 seconds, the internal wastegate, I think, it just rattles. I mean, nothing was failing. The car was driving perfectly fine. It was just on cold starts. It was bothering me because the rattle was so loud for those 4 or 5 seconds. And knowing that it was under warranty, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get this done. Now with this vehicle, I'm not going to do any performance mods until the vehicle is out of warranty, because if you know about this vehicle, the maintenance on it and the parts for it is not cheap at all. So I've only done, exterior wise. Now obviously this car is on air ride. So for the air ride itself, I went with AirTech Stage 2. I have a lot of people hit me up. They're like, yo, why did you not do airlift? Why did you not do this? If you really truly know about your air ride suspension and the companies and the brands, you will understand airlift is not one of the best in the game. It's just overhyped. It's outplayed. There's so many, competitors that compete with this, and AirTech is definitely by far one of the best ones. The customer service is A1. The manifold has never given me any problems. I will say the controller burnt out on me, but I think that was my fault, because in the summer I was laying it out in the sun and the heat with the what is it, like the Bluetooth core was actually like melted in it. So that was actually my fault. But as far as the management itself and the company itself, I've had no problems with it. I actually have AirTech coming for the G35, and I will be putting AirTech in the Skyline as well. So I mean, as far as AirTech, man, I have no complaints about it. I don't even go to airlift. I've done always AirTech. Now obviously with this, it's got a full custom trunk for show purposes. I want to say I went basic, but I wanted to just simple and clean, because everything on this car is, I call it OEM plus. So carbon fiber tank, obviously the double platinum fucking should go hard like a PP. Custom made bracket for the air manifold, obviously the dual compressors, and then I got the hardwood from, I think, Lowe's. So I mean, the process wasn't bad. It was just time consuming for the trunk setup, because if you didn't throw the trunk setup in, you make it, for show purposes, you can have the air ride truthfully installed with these and within a couple of hours. I think this took about a day or two, only because we wanted to have the trunk set up, specifically for show purposes, and we just wanted it to be perfect. So that's that. Whew. Now this is my bad bitch right here. This, as y'all can tell, this is my 98 R34 GTT, GTT. I know obviously some GTRs obviously come with that badge, if you know about Skylines like that. So I have only had this car for 2 months. It came into the States about maybe 3 months ago. I had to wait for the process through, the paperwork and so forth. I actually went through Maryland to get this car specifically. How I explain to the people about this chassis is, there's so much to know about this chassis. Like, the information on it, you have to do so much research. You have to talk to a lot of people. You have to follow up, because there's so many things that you can do with this platform. And obviously with these 3 cars, there's so many modifications and so many brands and so many things that work with these chassis, that you just always have to keep up to date with the new stuff coming out. Now with this is a specifically track built car. Like, everything on this vehicle was track built. So obviously with the body kit and so forth, this is the Urus body kits. This is the Z9 GTR headlights. Obviously people are like, oh, it's not a real GTR because there's no barcode on the headlight. No, it had a rebuild kit. The dude before obviously did the rebuild kit, if you know about it. Basically what he did was, I don't know if they're real GTR. A lot of people have been telling me like, oh, GTR this, GTR is not that, GTR is this. Like, when it comes to this brand and when it comes to this chassis specifically, there's so many people that will dick ride you if something's real or fake. I've had so many people tell me like, yo, whatever you have on this spot is, true, authentic, and then whatever is not, it's not. I'm cool with people like informing me what is what. So like I said, this is a fully track built Skyline. It's got literally everything done to it. It's got roll cage, it's got literally boost cages forever, it's got a racing bride seats. It has so many things that I truly didn't know at the beginning, and so I'm learning more and more about it. Like, for example, in the States, we don't really work with Apexi. So this Skyline specifically is on Apexi, and I don't really know much about Apexi, because I'm coming from a VQ boy. We're used to like ECU tech for my VR30s and so forth. And when it comes to this, because truthfully the other day, I didn't even know until I looked the other day, this got a damn a controller on it, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So there's a lot of things on this vehicle that I don't know about, and there's a lot more I'm just learning and more. So it's just going to take me a time, and that's why I wouldn't say I ask for guidance, but when people correct me on what things I don't know, I don't mind it, as long as you just not being a little bitch and be like, yo, you know, you're so wrong, bro. Just inform me. Like, we don't have these cars in the States. We're not used to this shit. We're used to fucking VQs and VRs and shit. If you see something that I say is wrong, and just inform me. Stop being a little bitch. Track car. I don't know if I really want to keep the diff, because every time I do a turn radius, like, that thing wants to just give out. So when I say give out, it just constantly wants to spin. I just hate it. I just don't like it. It just makes the driving experience rough for me, because I didn't buy this specifically for a track build. I actually want to make this into like like a race car, but like show car as well. So I think overall I'm just gonna keep the roll cage in it. But as far as the diff goes, I think I'm gonna have to take that out and switch it out, because I truthfully don't like it. My baby. Look, I like all my cars, don't get me wrong, because I'm gonna show you the ones up on the hill too. Out of all my cars, this car right here specifically has so much sentimental value to me. I can't even explain it to somebody. And then a lot of people give shit to a lot of people that own VQs, and I'm okay. I understand that, because I understand the reputation that this vehicle has and it comes with. But when it really comes down to reality of it, this is one of the most solid cars in the game right now that you just can't even hate on it. Yes, a lot of people get shit for owning G's because of the reputation that, you know, most of the owners give out. But I want to say, I'm not cocky. Like, a lot of people love mine because I know how to build mine and I know how to take care of it, and I don't do that dumbass shit that stereotypically that comes with G's and Z's. But like, this is one of my favorite cars of all time. I've had this was one of my dream cars ever since I was young. I'm actually show up on the hill. I actually have another one. I have two G35s I use for my old one as far as a parts car for this. But when it comes to all my Nissans, and I've owned, you know, Hondas, I've owned Nissans, I've owned this is by far I think this is one of my favorite cars, because for being, let's see, this is a 2004. So for being almost 20 years old, this shit is clean, bro. Like, I can't explain it. I've had so much fun in this car. I've met so many people through this car. Now, don't give me shit. Don't give me shit, because I know y'all gonna roast me because I have fucking reps on it. And I'm gonna show y'all what I have in the damn garage. So shut your ass up. Just wait for the rest of the video to come. I'm gonna explain what I got in the works for this. But like I said, this is my 2004 Infiniti G35, and this one is actually a 6-speed. I got this about 2 years ago, and this car was nothing, absolutely nothing compared to what it was. The car actually itself was black. The car color now is a Nardo gray, and the vehicle is not even painted. So I went with this new technology. It's called Autoflex. So basically it's applied like paint, but you can peel it like wrap. So at the end of the day, it's actually wrap, but the process of how it's applied is actually like paint. So obviously we had to prime it, we had to do a clear coat, we had to do all the colors. So like I said, like, let's say for example, 10 years down the road, if I want to peel it, I can. But the cool thing about Autoflex is that I can actually buff it and I can actually wax it like real paint. So I think that was one of the best features, because like I'm gonna make this into a show car next year as well. So obviously for show purposes, I'm going to obviously do the buff next year to make all my cars perfectly fine as far as the color goes. And yeah, pretty much is that. Like, all these cars are going to be all my show cars next year. So this current year, the Q50 was my only show car, and then I have something in the works for this to have it prepared for next year. And then this is going to be perfectly fine for next year too. As long as I get that bumper fixed, I should be straight. Like I said, nothing on this car needs to be touched, truthfully. I mean, like I said in one of my previous videos, the headlights have to be restored because of the seal. Whenever he did that rebuild kit on the headlights, he must have did a really bad seal because they leak condensation into it. But truthfully, other than the bumper, man, I really don't even have to do anything to this car to be show ready. Like, the amount of love and the amount of attention this car already gets with it, I don't need anything. Now, obviously, I'm gonna put my spin on it because, you know, look, obviously I'm gonna put my own, you know, my own taste into it. But hands down, with everything it already has, with the paint, with the wheels, I truthfully don't. I've had so many people tell me, don't even touch it, don't even do this, leave it as be. But knowing me, I'm gonna put my work into it. That's just how I am. I put my twist into it. I'm not just gonna base it off of what people think I should do, because obviously, bitch, these are my fucking cars. You ain't paying for this shit. This is my baby. This is my baby, and this is my baby. So now, I'm gonna go later down the road. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video of how much I really got into all my cars. And I'm only 24. Like, I'm very blessed with what I have. I'm very blessed with the opportunities that, you know, life's been given to me. I can always say God is good, always. I mean, I might get backlash onto it because a lot of people don't like to bring religious beliefs into the videos and so forth. But me, I'm gonna praise him, as you know, I'm gonna praise God always. We got the beast on the jack stands real quick. I'm gonna show you what we got going on up here. Let's do a little quick walk. At this point, we need our own like dealership tags because we got so many damn cars on this property. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I have more than those cars up front. I actually have a 97 EK Coupe. Let me start off by saying, this is the biggest piece of dog shit I have ever fucking owned. Literally. I've only owned this car for fucking maybe a year and a half, and I have broken down in this car a minimum at least 10 fucking times in the last year. And I have videos. I'm gonna pull up videos if I have from my Snapchat recordings of me literally breaking down with this fucking car every damn fucking month. Like, it was literally 3 or 4 times a month with me breaking down with this shit. The only thing Honda gave me was a squirter. Yeah. And the bad thing about this car is it doesn't even have that many miles for a fucking Civic. It has 160, like 160, 170. It's clean as shit. It's an automatic. Like it was literally clean when I got it, and it just literally turned to the shits. Like, I haven't driven this car maybe in 4 or 5 months. It's just been sitting now because I wouldn't say the water pump been bad, because I put all, you know, water pump, new intercooler, new pipings, all this, and it just has so many problems. It's the biggest piece of dog shit. I've replaced so many things on this fucking car. I'm so sick of it. Like, the fucking car is only worth $2,000 in the blue book value, and I put more than that just trying to get this shit to run. But like, don't get me wrong, like for a 97, like the body is in perfect condition. Interior wise, this thing's mint as fuck. Where the hell did that go? Son of a bitch. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Like, it's clean. Like, don't get me wrong, like when I made this purchase, it was a good purchase. But I will say, like, it is a fucking sack of shit. Never again. I would never own another EK ever. And then this is my other baby. I don't think I'm gonna show you the whole thing, but because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm kind of scared there's a fucking snake under this damn thing, because I haven't seen this car in so long. Hold on. Oh. Come on, bitch. That's why I don't fuck with this, because I have to do all this shit right here. Damn, come on, bro. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this is my 2004 G35 as well. So this was actually my first project car I ever got. I actually bought this car when I was 17 in high school. I made this into my first project car, and it by far, I will say, as far as the EK, this was another biggest piece of dog shit I've ever fucking owned. Like, I'm gonna see if I have any clips as far as this one goes of me breaking down all the time. But when I say, like, when it comes to VQs, people know you get a lemon or you get a fucking good one, and this one was a lemon. It was a fucking piece of shit, bro, literally. And the funny thing about this car is it only has 90,000 miles on the fucking car. The motor had 90,000, the Tran has 90,000. Like, this car was so fucking clean, and it ran into so many problems. I'm like, bro, what the hell? So now I've rebuilt this car so many times to the point where I was so tired of it that I literally specifically went out and bought the one over there down by the hill and just been grabbing parts from this one. Like, literally, this thing was horrible, bro. And it was clean. Like I said, I'm gonna find some videos of seeing me breaking down on Snapchat or something. But this was my true first project car. This was a 6-speed as well. And like, I just had so many problems with it, to the point where, like, literally I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go buy another one. I'm just gonna use this bitch as a parts car, and I'm not gonna take it apart later. I mean, maybe in the summer I'll take the tarp off and show y'all an interior, but like, this thing is mint. Like I said, it only has 90,000, has black interior. This was the navigation, the package, Brembos. All my cars have the Brembos on as far as my G's goes. I've always bought the highest package as far as G's. And yeah, I literally sold the Brembos actually a while back, and ever since, I've been just snatching parts off this car left and right. Anything that my other G needs, I just snag it right off this one. And I mean, some people told me like, hey, rebuild it, make it a drift car, and maybe down the road I probably will. But with all the parts that's missing from it now, and I've snatched it and I'm put them in storage and I put them on the other G, I just don't really care for it no more. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just really snatch everything else that I have on it, put it into my storage, and just like it, literally take it to the junkyard. I'm sick of it sitting here. My dad's sick of it sitting here. Like, we've had so many cars and they just literally sit. So I think next summer I'm just gonna literally scrap this bitch to the bare bone and just junk it, because there's no need for it. It literally sits here. It's been here for 5 years. It hasn't moved. I don't do anything with it. So yeah, I think by next year this car is going to be literally gone. And then I know for a fact that when I fix this and get it running right, that bitch is gone. I'm sick of both of these cars. Fuck you. Well, I love you, but fuck you too, bitch. It's fucking nighttime. I forgot to show y'all the little sneak peek of what I got back here for next season for the G. Since y'all was probably gonna roast me on my other wheels, but wham. So these are actually real TEs, like the ones on my Skyline. So the ones I have on the G right now, they're like ESRs. They're literally reps that I bought for a while back. I just kind of want to basically buy reps to see how the car was going to look with them. So with these, I actually got out of a trade. If some people know, a while back, I actually bought a turbo kit for the G35. It was a big Garrett mid-mount that I think I paid maybe $4,000 for. So I listed the turbo kit online, and there was a dude. He was like, hey, I got this pair of TEs. They're 19 by 10.5 and 19 by 9.5. I'll trade you the wheels for the turbo kit. Now, this was not even the condition of the wheels of what it actually came with for the trade. They were actually kind of beat up. The actual original color was silver. So I actually just got these out the shop about 2 months ago. These are freshly powder coated. This is actually not even black. Like right now it actually looks pretty gray, but sometimes like, and it depends on the lighting. It depends on like when it's hitting. So the actual color is actually Evo gray. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably hybrid dip them and make them just a little bit lighter, because I test fitted this on the G, and the Nardo gray and with this color, it just didn't look good. Unless maybe if I throw the vinyl stickers on it and, you know, just see how it looks after that. But I don't know. I feel like I've listed these for trade on the Facebook Marketplace just to, you know, just for shits and giggles. I actually had a lot of people hit me up, and a lot of people's like, no, they're 19s, they're 19s. Truthfully, if you have a big body car, like, you know, a lot of Beamers are starting to run these wheels, and, you know, if you're running for a specific setup and fitment, I mean, you have 17, 18, 19s. It depends on the car, depends on the size, depends on the fitment of what you want. I always collect 19s. That's always what I've been doing. So, I don't, like I said, I'm gonna sit on this for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna trade these. I don't know if I'm gonna use these, but yeah, this is a freshly coated, 19 TEs I have.